All right, everybody, I need you to pay attention. I'm about to explain what these numbers are. So, this is the date that I used, and this is the date that we broke down. So, today was February the 24th. So, that 2 stands for February because it's the second month. The 4 stands for the 24th because on the date, we only use the last digit, which is a 4. So that's why that 2 is there, and that's why the 4 is underneath it. So then you add the 2 and the 4 together, and that gives us a 6. So that's why that 6 is there. So that 1 is next to that 6 because a 6 is a mirror of a 1. You must know your mirror and your flip numbers to understand what I'm saying. If you don't know them and you are a newbie and a beginner to the lottery, I ask that you put in your Google what are the mirror numbers for the lottery and what are the flip numbers for the lottery, and it will give you a graph so that you can add it to your phone so you can understand what's going on, so there will be no questions asking what everything is. But back to what I was saying. So a 6 carries a 0. That's why that 0 is next to it. So with a zero's family has a 0, a 9, and a 1. So they already gave us a 1, which was the mirror of the 6. So I just put the 9 underneath because I know that that's the rule. If you see a 0, it must be a 9 and a 1 attached to it. If you see a 1, it must be a 0 and 9 attached to it, and thus far. So a 4 flips into an 8, and that's why that 8 is right there. And a 3 is a mirror of an 8, and that's why that 3 is there. So a 2 carries a 6 with it. That's why it's a green 6 right there. And a 2 is also the mirror of a 7. So that's why that 7 is right there. So those numbers are my flip numbers. Those numbers are your mirror numbers. And those numbers are your carryover numbers. And the ones going downward is your month, the day, and what the month and the day, the last digit, add up to. Hope that y'all understand it. And as you can see, with the first one I did yesterday or earlier, when I gave y'all the 6608, I didn't mirror the 3, but once we got our Eve and I mirrored it, I realized that once I mirrored that, it gave us our 231 using that 3 that I mirrored. And it also gave us that 4603 that we got for the 4-digit for Michigan. So hopefully you'll understand what this is when I do the one for February the 25th.